Christians, and my good friend here who asked the question, why was Jesus Christ raised on the third day? Why not the second or the fifth day? Well, it's tied up in two things here. Number one, the crucifixion was a method of capital punishment that was designed to cause the most excruciating, painful experience possible over the longest period of time possible. So there was no way he was going to be raised, Christ was going to be raised prior to the third day. Now, as far as why was he raised on the third day and not the fifth day or beyond, was for it to fulfill the prophecy of the Messiah, as we read in Psalm 16, verse 10, where it says, and I quote, "For you shall not leave my soul in hell, nor will you allow your Holy One to see corruption." The fourth day in a person's death, like that of Lazarus, the fourth day is when rigor mortis sets in. This is when you are dead and the body starts to corrupt. The prophecy tells us that Christ's body will not see any corruption or any decay whatsoever. Rigor mortis process had not begun to set in. And so he died prematurely on the cross. And it was done to fulfill prophecy, particularly right here in Psalm 16, verse 10 that I have at the top of the screen. So as far as him not being raised again sooner, that would have been a possibility, whereas the Roman crucifixion was designed for malefactors to be on the cross for days and perhaps, a week or two. So that's the reason why. He would not see corruption. If you remember, when Christ went to raise Lazarus from the dead, he was notified about about Lazarus being dead on the third day. And Christ decided not to come on the third day to raise him from the dead because he wanted there to be no question that Lazarus was actually dead. And you notice that Jesus delayed and came a day later. And it says that, and they said that Lazarus's body had begun to decay, which was evident by the foul stench that came from his body. Something that Jesus Christ never experienced because he rose again before that happened in fulfillment of Psalm 16, verse 10. Be provoked or be persuaded.